What's up, young man? It's King Carlos here, bro. Need this real shit. Real quick. Back with another video, dude. I want to speak on something real quick. That we seen Gucci Man's old manager. I can't think of her name. I think it's Deborah. I believe her name is Deborah. Miss Deborah or something like that. She was recently on Drink Champs. That's Nori's podcast. If you guys didn't know, it's a good podcast. You should check it out. But she she talked about an old story about how Waka Flocka was the one that was really tight with French Montana back when that whole 1017 and French Montana was really tight with him and stuff. And that was going on. It was Flocka that had the relationship because Gucci Mane didn't like him. And that's not really. And that's Gucci Mane don't like a lot of people, so that wasn't that surprising. But it's the information she said about a situation, and the reason I say it could turn out bad, bro, is because pride and shit, and uh, French Montana has money now. You don't know if it's one of these type of niggas like he was scary without the money, and now that he got the money, you know what I'm saying? He gonna play tough, or he gonna get mad at getting his pride, and try to do something to start a situation, or it could be simple, or he's a grown enough man and mature enough to notice the old situation. It doesn't matter about what somebody says. Be above internet perception, because people are definitely say he weak for this. Definitely people are definitely gonna say French Montana is scary. There definitely gonna be some memes coming up. How French Montana looked when Gucci Mane took out with his 5K. I can see it now. So hopefully cooler heads prevail. Um, I don't. I mean, it's a good story, but I feel like that's a story that you say off the camera for you and Nori to laugh at. Maybe y'all to laugh at off camera, just because you know how the internet is, bro, and people take shit and run with it. I hope French Montana is mature enough, bro, to not worry about that shit and be like, it don't matter, my nigga. Like, I'm a grown ass man. That was 10 years ago. I know I wouldn't let a motherfucker take nothing from me today. Um, it does make him look. I'm not gonna say it don't make him look weak, because it do, but and that's exactly why I think it's gonna turn out bad, because who gonna take that? I think he just had a son and shit. All that shit, my nigga. Like, I already had kids, but I think he just had a child recently. He been staying out the media, but last time French Montana was in the media, so beefing with 50 Cent, people been thinking he was weak since that situation and shit. Um, I don't personally think he's weak, because like I said, like that shit don't make you a man. Fighting a motherfucker, not like when it's time and it's necessary, yeah. But if not, you just being barbaric and idiotic, my nigga. Anybody can ball at their fist and swing. What you doing it for? That's what make you a man, because anybody can do it. Homeless motherfucker can attack a woman from behind. He ain't no fucking man. He fought her, right? She walked in and he snuck and started whooping her. Ain't no fucking man, my nigga. So that don't mean nothing. But you know how these niggas think. He might get in his pride like, oh man, nobody took nothing from me, or maybe he dissed the lady, or maybe he dissed Gucci Mane. Like, man, that ain't never happened. And I don't know, man. I just thought she shouldn't have brung that up, just cause pride, my nigga. It's like, oh shit, he took 5K from French, and French Montana didn't do nothing about it. And Gucci Mane and French Montana have probably seen each other since then, or been around the same. I don't know, man. It's just not a good situation, bro. I just feel like it could turn out bad. It hasn't become nothing yet, and it might not. But if it does, I feel like, man, you just look, man. Nobody wants to say that someone took. As men, bro, that shit. That's how you sleep. Those are the things that see. Women don't understand how pride works, but as a man, I know other men watching the video, bro. You know what I'm saying? We know how it works, like, my nigga. Like, at your most quietest moments, all the pussy and cars you drive and chains you wear, that shit don't matter. Because if someone slapped you and called you a bitch, and you didn't, but I'm just saying, if someone slapped you and called you a bitch, bro, you can fuck the finest bitch in the world. After you nut on that bitch and you sit there and you think for that 30 minutes that you by yourself, or when, you know what I'm saying, or whenever she leave and you just sitting up in, you know what I'm saying, in the room at night chilling, smoking the blunt, you gonna be like, man, that nigga called me a bitch and slapped the fuck out of me, and I ain't do nothing about it. Like, that shit, that's what makes you a man, not that pussy. That shit gon', man, I'm telling you, bro. That shit'll eat you up. That's how motherfuckers, that's how a lot of them dudes, bro, get bullied in school and shit like that. Nigga do them school shootings and shit. Yes, I'm not saying a lot of it don't come from them niggas not getting no pussy and all that shit. I don't like to do, but I always said I don't go to that argument. I just think motherfuckers are weak, bro. Pride. Niggas ain't got no pride. If you got pride stops you from doing that, because you know you a man. I mean, just because you're not getting no pussy, you don't mean you're not a man. Because them type of dudes they'll sway their opinion for women and shit. They'll sway their morals and shit for pussy. Like, nah, bro. So, but you don't know how these niggas. You don't know how this nigga thinking, bro. I hope it don't turn into nothing, but I feel like it might. It's just cause pride, man. Pride is the biggest downfall. It's man's biggest downfall, dog. It really is. We all have it, though. I have pride myself, but I can't sit up here and say I want to defend my pride, because I will. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't sleep like that at night, bro. Knowing the motherfucker slap shot at me. you would, man, fuck that, nigga. That shit'll go in your mind. It'd be like a goddamn PTSD every time you close your eyes. You remember that motherfucker slapping you. Let me know what y'all think.